Hello and welcome on the first episode of Cat's podcast. That's how I decided to call this weird format. It's basically a stream where I will be talking about Red Dead Online. Not alone, of course, because talking to myself is kind of weird. So today I've invited JohnSlyRecon, that you, I'm pretty sure, well know, to discuss with him all this stuff, current state of Red Dead Online, future of this game, problems with cheaters, griefers, and, all the stuff that we want to talk about. Make some fun of Rockstar and usual talk between two Red Dead Online fans. And hello to everyone who just joined. A few words about how this stream will work. Usually on my stream I read chat and communicate. Now I will be keep an eye on a chat, but mostly I will of course talk to John. Yet at the end of the stream I will ask you if you want to give you some questions to John to discuss with him, any sort of. I will pick some random and ask him to answer this question. So, but feel free to communicate in a chat meanwhile and make your comments. And of course, hello to everyone. Welcome on the stream. This is gonna be it's gonna be like a podcast format. And for now, let me know please in the chat whether the sound is fine and whether there are some technical issues. And of course, since it's a Red Dead Online, I will be doing some just boring stuff on the background, like looking for collections and maybe some deliveries, who knows. So it seems like sound sounds good. I'm not quite sure whether you can say something like this, but I just did, so whatever. Anyway, I guess it's time to call John, I guess. So I will ask him whether he's ready and we will begin. By the way, John is also streaming on Twitch, so if you want you can join him on his stream, and link to John's channel in the description, but I'm pretty sure you're already subscribed to his channel. So as far as I can see from comments, sounds is good, thanks to all of you guys who replied to this. So John asks for a few minutes, so I will read chat meanwhile. Is Carcana worth buying? Yes, definitely yes. There is no doubts about that. Next comment was actually super fun, but it's not fun if you don't know Russian, and I'm not gonna read it. And hello to everyone who joined again. Привет. I said it for some reason. I said it with a weird accent from movies. Привет to anyone who joined me as well and only speaks Russian. On this stream I will of course mostly speak in English. Not mostly, but all the time I will be speaking in English, unless there will be some funny words, like like some stuff. Is Painted Black level 3 worth it? Actually, here is an interesting question. And you know what? Now I'm testing it, and maybe I will make a video. It's not like a video that many people will watch, because who cares whether it's worth to upgrade ability cards, right? But I will still make it just for these fans of the game who want to know game deeper. Because I was actually surprised with the test results of what is changing when you leveling up ability cards, especially Deadeye ability cards. It was a surprise to me. Because they cost a lot, it's $500, but okay, I'm not gonna spoiler it for you. I will just finish the test and we'll tell you. So I will read few more questions. How can I get better at sniping? Buy yourself sniper rifle, go practice in PvE. Actually, again, another spoiler. This week you will see a really interesting video. If you will see it, I will release very interesting video. Let's say like this. About sniping and stuff like this. Hello Cat, are people still playing this game? I do. Some other people do as well. Will you ever play with pineapple? What what do you mean? How can you play with pineapple? I'm not gonna Google it, but I know what you mean. You obviously mean about YouTuber pineapple, and maybe, who knows. Do you think we will get an update on March? Actually, that's something that we will discuss with John today. I'm personally pretty sure that yes, we will get an update on March, and also I'm sure that it's gonna be a small update. Particularly, it's gonna be like trader role, 10 more levels for trader role, and this outlaw pass that we already saw. Outlaw pass number 5, because it's in the game files. Can you show how to capture Yukon Nick? What is the point? I mean, it's one of the easiest legendary bounties. What problems do you have with catching Yukon Nick? It's super easy. Cat, you should play with your fans. I do now. I'm gonna play with John now. Just kidding. No, I mean usually what I'm doing on the stream is just a background, so there will be some video while I'm talking, and playing with someone will make the process a little bit harder. So I don't mind playing alone. Does Horseman walk with donkey? Oh, that's a great question. That's a great question. I should write it down somewhere. Because I don't know. I guess yes, because it walks with a horse that you can... random horse. But with donkeys. An interesting one. I will actually test this. You should do ASMR. I should do ASMR on my OnlyFans page. Only cat fans. I will call it like this. Trader expansions such as maybe a larger wagon or more than one businesses. No, dude, it's gonna be like cosmetics and maybe some improvement. I don't expect even to have a larger wagon. Well, actually, it might be the same wagon, but you will just improve it so it will carry more goods. But it's gonna be the same models, is what I'm trying to say. And more businesses is unlikely. I think it's gonna be small update, rather fixing mistakes than adding new content. But it's, it's a pessimistic way of thinking. So soon we will begin. I'm just saying, it's not like I will be talking for 2 hours straight. John soon will be here. He's now setting up his stream. What are the daily challenges today? Let me show you daily challenges, and also I will take a look at them. Okay, yeah, I should make a daily challenge. Items sell to fans. Easy one. Jumped from a horse into moving train. Easy one. Some bus, I guess it's hard bus, caught. Panthers killed. Also not that hard. Place top 3 in a race. Meh. Player skills with a pistol in showdown. Easy one. I'm not gonna do this because I'm not gonna go PvP on the stream, but it's an easy one. Prairie poppies picked. Sounds weird. Okay, so also there is some... So, okay, medium animal carcasses. Easy one. Distance delivery. A little bit harder. Collector. Oh, that's my favorite. You see, there is my favorite daily challenge. Antique alcohol drunk. Actually, all of them are pretty easy. I will try to find Madame Nazar without looking on the interactive map. And that's what I'm gonna be doing on the background. I will be riding around searching for Madame Nazar. I have an idea. Easy daily challenge. Yeah. I mean, also you're drinking. Nice. So today we have like, Moonshiner. I mean, all the role daily challenges are usually super easy. For example, this one. easy one, another. So I will make all 9 daily challenges. Drunk on strong moonshine, easy. Played with a band. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Put your cat on a screen, please. Here you go. Here you go. My cat on a screen. While we're waiting for John. Oh, sorry. I'm starting the call. Hi, John. Hi, John.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. And
Just 1 second, chat. Can you tell me if Cat's voice is loud enough for you?
Meow. I will say something just for them to hear me.
Yeah, just say something.
Meow. I will turn my cat off the screen. Yeah, oh my god, it's so cute. It has to go because...
Right.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, alright. They say it's good. They say it's good.
Okay, so shall we begin, I guess?
Yes, sir.
So, it's a JohnSlyRecon. You might know him from Griefing Griefers by Griefers to Griefers series. And, of course, super awesome Mythbusters. I actually like Mythbusters much more. It's my personal personal taste. Okay. Anyway, so here's the John, and we will talk about Red Dead Online, future, current state, problems and stuff like this. And so, look, John, I would like to ask you something. Do you remember we've made the same podcast / stream last year?
Yes, we've done it twice, I believe.
Yeah, and both times we were talking something like, yes, there is, they need to fix the game before adding new content. I remember it really clearly. So
yes.
So, okay, but now, 1 year ago, don't you have a feeling that that's actually what they've done?
I think we did talk about like role expansions, right? And
yeah.
That's been... that has come true, I believe, since then, because they've expanded the what's it called, the bounty hunter, and apparently they're going to next expand the trader role. So I guess that part of it has been fulfilled. But when it comes to like, I don't know, dedicated servers or dealing with that kind of stuff, I don't think anything has happened ever since then. They haven't really even commented on it. So
yeah, but they fix the game is in much better state right now than it used to be. Yeah, that's exactly was our point, as I can tell. We were talking like, yes, they should fix the game because there is no point in new content, just like Moonshiner, right? It was a good new content, but it was plagued with bugs and with stuff like this. So
yeah, they've been definitely better at like fixing things. So. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not so sure if we have made any difference.
No, it's not. We've made.
At least we brought some light. Yeah. At least we brought some light to it. Then, yeah.
Bear just killed me. Nice bear. But yeah. Look, here is a situation. What is kind of funny. Why? They did exactly what we wanted to, not because we wanted to, we personally, but again, anyway, they did what we been asking for, but are you satisfied with the result? That's what I'm trying to say, because I'm not. It's kind of weird, but I'm not.
Honestly, the only thing that would satisfy me is the dedicated servers, because that is that is such a big thing, and now we have another problem, which is about the next-gen consoles, well, which is the current gen now, and they're still playing at 30 frames per second.
Yeah.
And that is not acceptable in today's standard, I would say. By no means. There's no way you can justify. It's not like you can say that, the PS5 or the Series X, they cannot push 60 frames. Sure they can. They're pushing 120 frames on some other games. So... that's another thing that they have to
they might sell it, actually. We might get it as an expansion, some sort of a standalone new console version that they will sell us for money. It might happen, actually, just like with GTA. I think it's quite possible. And we will have 60 FPS here.
It could be possible, like you said, but it feels... okay, for GTA, right?
Yeah.
they've already announced, yeah, the PS5 version, enhanced and expanded and all that. So yeah, you can guess that yes, they're going to upgrade the frames in that game. I just crashed my horse.
It sounds
But they
like easy
haven't done any
money.
announcements on. They
Well,
haven't really done any announcements on Reddit.
I've heard a few theories about why. And one theory is that they planned it the day when they announced GTA 5 it was a Sony conference, I believe. They wanted to announce something big about Red Dead Redemption. So probably even Red Dead Redemption 1 remake. And for the new consoles, but something went wrong, and it's only a rumor, it's not like a news, right? But something went wrong, and they decided at the last moment to announce GTA 5 for the next console, because there is some evidence that it might be true, because take a look at the trailers they showed on that conference. It was from previous gen console, I believe. There was a footage, not from the new gen.
Yeah,
it was made in the last moment. It looks to me.
Kind of felt like it, because even the footage was 30 frames.
Yeah, it's super weird, because the main reason for people to buy GTA 5 on the next gen is 60 FPS, I guess. And a little bit better graphics. I doubt there will be like super awesome graphics, even comparable to PC or something. It all looks weird to me, so I think it might be true that they wanted to announce something, as there were multiple rumors about Red Dead Redemption being remake. So I think it's quite possible that we will see this in 2021.
It is possible, but I would like to see some teasers or announcements or something first.
Yeah, but it's not Cyberpunk. They Rockstar is a different kind of a beast. They try not to tease or announce anything. They just keep silent until they are ready, or at least almost ready. By the way, have you mentioned that even the updates, they're not spoilering what time it takes between they talking about update and releasing update? Like 1 week for the last 3 updates in Red Dead Online, I guess.
Sometimes they do an update and then they just like make a post about it later that day.
Yeah.
But like like you said, they don't really waste any time, I guess, when it comes to that. They just they announce something and then they release it like straight away, or there's not much time between like announcements and releases.
So maybe the same thing will happen about this if it will be someday a remake. Because look, I just think that remake of Red Dead Redemption 1 should happen, simply because it makes a lot of sense from the business point perspective. So first of all, they will sell.
And story-wise also, because it's a prequel.
Yeah, and many players, like me including, they really wasn't playing Red Dead Redemption 1. So tons of players who played Red Dead Redemption 2 but never played Red Dead Redemption 1 and not gonna play because of the outdated graphics and stuff like this. So I think they, first of all, might expect to sell a lot of copies, and the most importantly, they might get a lot of attention to Red Dead Online. So, for example, imagine time jump in Red Dead Online to what was the year in Red Dead Redemption 1? Like 1911, right? Or 10.
1911, I believe, yeah.
So it's a lot of new content they can add. It's a lot of like Mexico, and so I mean they can make comeback for Red Dead Online with release of Red Dead Redemption 1 remake. Plus remakes is kind of trend now in
I was just about to mention, like, they haven't really remade any games, Rockstar, have they? They've
but Take-Two did.
But they haven't
Take-Two did, and I think
what
more
game?
Mafia. Mafia is.
They've done it with the Mafia.
Yeah, and the most important, it was successful as far as I know. It was like a big success. That's what they told on this conference, to have an investor call or something for Take-Two. They said it was a good result they had with the Mafia remake. So even which is kind of weird, even this remaster of Mafia 2 and 3 was a successful move for them.
Oh, sounds good. Someone in my chat is asking that can't you play Red Dead 1 on Xbox already in 4K
Oh, I have
on the
no
One
idea.
X?
On One X,
Also
I should try
also
it.
on the Series X.
I should try it. Oh, by the way, I'm at the moment doing this I forgot how I called it, Red Dead Nights or something, challenges. Maybe you saw this, I made a video a few months ago, just keeping legendary animal pelt and giving it to random strangers. So if you will see some random stranger, maybe you do this too, just to spread the idea. But anyway, it's gonna be hard to find the stranger.
I'm just doing my daily challenges right now.
Oh yeah, I will
see someone
continue
start.
with daily challenges as well. How okay? Since we're talking about daily challenges, how do you felt about this nerf? When you said, "Oh, these strangers will kill me. They are delivering wagon. I would rather avoid them." So, White Knight.
Oh, about the daily challenges nerf, you mean?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
something else.
About the daily challenge nerf. What was your reaction?
Well, I kind of stopped doing them about a year ago because I thought they were becoming like a chore and they were not enjoyable anymore. So I didn't really feel so strongly against it. But at the same time, it feels a bit weird because some people that they were just playing the game because of the dailies at this point, there was nothing else to like keep them going. But these guys, they just, they kind of got the finger, you know what I mean, from Rockstar.
Yeah, it's exactly
They
what
supported the
happened.
game this much, and then they're nerfing it. But at the same time, they should have kind of thought about it a little bit better from the beginning, and
Okay, they might.
kind of not
it
could
was
have
a mistake.
spoiled the player base.
Yeah, it was a mistake,
You know what
to
I
be honest, to set such a good payouts for daily challenge system
Yes,
from the
it
beginning.
was way too good
Yeah,
from the
I
beginning.
agree. It should have been, but they had many ways of fixing it without showing middle finger to the most loyal player base. Basically, people who had these huge streaks is the most loyal players of Red Dead Online, and many of them actually stopped playing because of this, and it's super weird.
This kind of reminds me of when they rechanged, they changed something about the animals and skinning.
Oh yeah,
Like you used to be able to like skin the animal, sell the carcass still for full price, and then you still also sell the like feathers or skins that you were getting from the carcasses. But now they've it's kind of like similar because they said that wasn't intended, right? But people were like kind of spoiled, so when they took it away, everyone were like kind of loud about it. So I think it's kind of the same. Like maybe in future, at least they should maybe rethink the payouts a little bit more carefully, so they won't end up like nerfing it to piss people off.
yeah, but
Like
okay,
if
it's
it's like
not
that
the
from the
same.
beginning,
Really.
then the expectation is like lower, if you know what I mean.
But look, when with this carcasses stuff, I remember it was at the beginning of beta. But basically, what they did is they fixed bug it was not intended. I agree with you. But here they made a decision to set these payouts, but it went wrong. So they decided to nerf it back. It's not like really the same as nerfing some bug. But there is another similar.
How did they exactly address it? I don't really read it.
They just said they said it actually in two parts. First, they said a few days before the update that there will be a challenge streak reset after 28 days. Now the streak is resetting, and anyone got mad back then. But I made some calculations, and the nerf was not that big because of daily challenge streak reset. So anyone was like talking like, oh, it's a death to this daily challenge system, but no, it was not that much of an nerf. But when they released the update on 1st of December, they also cut in half all the payouts, and that was a big one. So without actually saying, oh no, they actually addressed it in a patch notes is economy balancing economy. It was It was like this. It's super weird. Like on the other hand,
A lot of people got like loads of gold because of it, so and they were probably not happy about it. So
yeah,
makes
but
sense.
there are other ways of fixing the situation.
I
Um,
I
like
know.
higher prices, for example. That will not be.
Yeah, but that would be just
present.
inflating it for everyone also. So
Yeah.
one way or another, they would have fixed it. I think even if they were not nerfing the dailies, they would have just made like more expensive stuff. But
Yeah,
now
but
the
it's
problem would be
not
that
that bad for players from the players' perspective, especially for the old players. On the other hand, they don't really care about these players who, like me, has a lot of gold bars because there is no way they can get any money from us, at least in the nearest future. Oh, and all they carry is new players. So from this point, it might be like, I mean, from the business perspective, it might be an okay solution, but it just feels bad. That's what I'm trying to say for all the Red Dead Online fans, and it's not the way to deal with the audience. Also, on the other hand, Rockstar don't
I
care
agree.
about audience
I
like
agree.
at all. So why don't
No,
they
it's
do?
not like they don't care. They probably do care in their own ways, but it's like um, there's a problem when a company feels like there is no competition to them. Like there's no other game like Red Dead Online with the same settings that is offering like a free roam experience that is like grindy and all that.
Or
It's
even
pretty
GTA
much the only
Online.
game.
Even GTA Online.
Yeah, their only rival is their own game basically. But they don't really have any threats. They don't have to feel threatened that oh yeah we have to add those servers or we have to like do this or that. Otherwise, people are gonna move on to other games. I think it's uh, that's how I feel about it. That they're not super keen on like sometimes they're not super keen on like investing in servers or other stuff just because of the fact that they don't feel that they have any rivals.
Yeah, that's true.
Someone in the chat, by the way, it brought me something that apparently the off the radar glitch is still in the game.
It's still in
even
the game,
after
and
all this
even
stuff.
more,
Yes.
I don't know whether you're aware of this or not, but Infinite Tonic is still in the game, and not an Infinite Tonic,
didn't know
but
about it.
the tonic that you can drink under fire and in a dead eye. This one is still in the game. It's
Oh,
like
I see what you're talking about.
super
Yeah,
weird. I mean, they couldn't even fix that one, which is super lame. So basically, tank build is still there, and there is no way you can deal with it if person wants to drink tonics non-stop. And only dynamite arrow, of course. And in my chat, people are talking about modders on a PC, and we will talk about this, of course.
We will talk about it.
Because it's I quit playing on a PC, and John just started playing on a PC, so it's something that we have to discuss, I guess, today. But about these changes, what do you think? It's this economic related changes, this daily challenge nerf, and some other small things. Is it because they planning to release something worthwhile really soon, or it's just because they want to make money right now from a new players? Because there are two possible options. So like whether they want to release something big in the nearest future, and that's why they are preparing by fixing economy, or they just want to get some money right now from the players who bought this $5 edition of the game.
Yeah, I think actually the whole decision behind making the game like a standalone and making it $5, that's going to kind of push them towards like more like free to play style. Because yeah, $5 is almost free to play. At this point, actually, I feel like they should have just made it free to play if they wanted to make it like $5. I know it's limited offer now.
And it's gonna be 20 in like February.
Yes. But I feel like they should have just made it free to play if they really wanted to move towards like like free to play method. But the thing is, if they make it free to play, then they have to make all the cosmetics like purchasable with like gold bars only. But that's another headache because that's good for I guess for new players who get free to play. But then it's also gonna piss off people who bought the game 2 years ago. So I don't know. It's just complicated. I'm not an expert in that to fully comment on it, but like They will move towards more gold bars and stuff, pushing more gold bar sales for sure. After making it a standalone and such a cheap game as well, it only makes sense from like business point of view.
Actually, about free-to-play, they might make it a free-to-play
Maybe
in
at some
point. Like,
Yeah.
not like free-to-play, but on an Epic Store, for example, or for Xbox Pass, or something like this. PlayStation has
Or
the
PS
same
Plus.
server,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Yes.
Service, so maybe. And I see a comment in the chat like free to play equals cheaters. Look, Red Dead Online on the PC is full of cheaters even when it was not even a $5 standalone edition.
It's gonna become another Warzone.
It's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be
also.
much worse, but the situation is pretty sad right now, so I'm not quite sure it's, that big of a deal that game will go free to play. It's ruined too much stuff, because there are a lot of cheaters, and the biggest problem is that they're not doing anything about it. Unfortunately, there is nothing they do. And yeah, but basically $5 is almost a free to play, because I'm pretty sure the game worth $5, and it's a great investment for like any player who enjoys this setting.
Hey, there's so many hours of content in this game.
Yeah, and yes,
People
at
ask me
some
in my
point you
chat,
will get
like-
disappointed, I believe, in the game, or at least in some aspects like PvP, or I don't know how Rockstar is dealing with the community and with the cheaters. But at least until that moment, you will have a lot of hours of enjoyable gameplay.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
But I think that, I think it's wrong idea to play this game for the PvP. It's a bad idea to get into this game for the PvP of it. It's part of it, but I think the main fun part of it, fun part of this game is that the fact that you can, play free roam, grind all these roles, and chill, and then have a relaxing time. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's like for drunk and high dudes who just want
Anyone,
to have
anyone who just want a
have a
casual
rest.
and chill experience.
Yeah,
There we go.
I agree. It's 100% chilling game, and even like this grinding elements, like I don't know, running around and collecting stuff. It's still for chill mostly, because there is nothing you can buy
Yeah.
for that money still, unless after some point, at least after like level 60, 70, there isn't, you're not gonna need money really. So it's for chilling, and PvP is a joke in my opinion, because of many reasons, and not only because of cheaters, modders, and Chronos Max users and booters and stuff like this, but
The problem goes deeper.
yeah, the same mechanic of it's not competitive stuff. I
No,
mean,
it's not.
at some point I got super disappointed in games PvP, and from the time sometimes I go PvP just to have fun for some time in a showdown, and that's it. And a free roam PvP is not worth, in my opinion.
No, because it never ends. But
Yeah.
I did the featured series because it was like triple gold payouts. So I guess I do enjoy, or I wouldn't mind doing PvP if it's like a some kind of there's some kind of limited rewards, like, because I have a motivation that I'm gonna grind gold by playing PvP. So I'm not playing to be competitive. I'm playing to farm gold. Then I think it's worth it for me at least. But I think it's not competitive, like you said.
By the way, hardcore
not
PvP,
skill-based.
have you tried
There we
it?
go.
Have you tried hardcore?
Yeah, and I think it's really not even close to what it should be.
But it's still much
Because,
better than regular PvP, in my opinion. I mean, I enjoyed it so much comparing to regular PvP.
Yes and no, because it's forcing you to use weapons that are like, I don't know, not that great, like the Lich build. And at the same time, the bloom is still there, and the bloom in this game just pisses me off because it punishes fast players. Sure, I think hip firing should be taxed by bloom, otherwise it would be a lot of spray and pray. But like when you're aiming down sights, I don't think bloom makes any sense.
Well, yeah, it's
probably
true.
one of the only games I've ever seen it has bloom in ADS mode. It doesn't make any sense.
And actually, I have no idea why they like made it in the first place, but it's obvious that painted black ability cards they've made just to fix this terrible shooting mechanic.
Yeah, I think they made the bloom because of to balance the auto aim. It makes sense. It makes total sense. But when there's like some kind of hardcore series or like free aim mode, why? It
Okay,
doesn't
why?
make any
Why?
sense to leave
Another
the bloom.
question: why do we have in free aim series or in the hardcore mode aim assist on sniper rifles? Why is still allowed? It makes no
Yeah,
sense
that's
to me.
also that's
It's
true.
like why? I mean, they trying to do something, but they just cannot handle it. That's how it looks to me. Because look, they really focused on the PvP. They make a lot of new modes, and they, at least last year, they were doing some balancing all the time. Actually, not last year, but in 2019, there was a lot
They
of
did balance the
balancing.
cards. Yeah.
Yeah, but in 2020 they changed nothing, like nothing. Only fixed Lancaster rapid fire. That's it. But earlier they were trying to, invest something in PvP, but it just didn't work out. And you know actually why? I think it's because the audience for this game is not even like PvP oriented mostly.
No, a part of it is, but I think it's limited, in my opinion.
Limited by what?
Nice. I just won the lake fishing challenge.
Like fishing challenge.
Yeah, the freedom events.
Oh yeah. It's a weird one. I usually don't go in this one. I only enjoy bow free roam event because
I do enjoy this one because I always win it.
Oh,
You just have to trap like a fish, like a big fish, and you just like keep catching it again. So it has to be, in a place that it allows you to throw it back in the water, right? But there should be also like a rock or something in front of it, so it kind of gets blocked, so it can't go anywhere. So you just keep the same fish over and over again.
oh, nice tip. I hope Hazard is listening to us because he can make some sweet 20-minute video out of this secret strategy, how to win always. So, hello to you.
I've put this on a video before myself.
You did?
And I think it was a tips and tricks video, I believe.
Oh. This one I actually not doing that great as Mythbusters, alright? Or am I wrong? Which is kind of weird, actually.
What did you say about the Mythbusters?
I mean, from the viewpoint perspective, these videos like tips and tricks are performing worse than Mythbusters or Griffers. It's
like a year ago, I would say tips and tricks videos were doing pretty well for me, at least when I was making them. But I don't know. At some point, I feel like a lot of people they just become expert at the game, playing it too long, and the new players can just watch the older videos, the older tips and tricks videos. Yeah, but the Mythbusters, you always discover something new. Like, I've played this game for 2 years. Yesterday, I was doing the Mythbusters on the stream. People were like, coming up with ideas, and I was trying it, and I was like, wow, I didn't know that's actually possible. I didn't know that wouldn't work. It's Mythbusters is like, I don't know, probably one of the most fun things right now that for me on Red Dead, because even if Rockstar abandons the game and kills the game and doesn't touch it, never touches it again, it's still, I'm gonna have some ideas or content to make, because there's always gonna be something to try, I think, with the Mythbuster.
Yeah, it's a lot of surprising stuff in the games that watching.
It's good.
Wow,
it's good.
Yeah, because they have this deep, beautiful world. Actually, that's the reason why I guess most players are still playing this game. Is because of the world, not because of how Rockstar handles it. Because of this world from the single player. And it's
sandbox.
So yeah, such a great sandbox. I mean, I'm comparing it for Cyber. I mean, it's hard to compare, right? But I've played Cyberpunk, and it just doesn't feel alive. The world doesn't feel like it's alive because NPCs are just super stupid and police is super stupid and nothing is. World looks good, but it doesn't feel alive. While this world feels like you really at this Wild West and stuff like this. So I guess that's and actually that what makes all that going on with this game so sad, because they are wasting such a huge potential, in my opinion. Because
Hold on, I need to say thank you to someone.
Sure.
Lunar Downs, thank you for the host with almost 300 viewers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're doing a talk show about Red Dead Online with only PvP Cat, and he's from YouTube. He's also streaming it from YouTube right now. And welcome. And we just got 300 more viewers. To
oh,
the show.
nice,
Cats.
nice. So we have totally like around 800 viewers, I guess. So maybe close, I guess. So hello to everyone. We're discussing here some stuff Red Dead Online related, of course. So yeah, it's another question why like Rockstar is not doing something, and I still hope that it's just because they are waiting for the right moment to to change the things by some cool update, Mexico, or I don't know, heists, something like this. And I know, okay, what your personal view, like what are the chances that in 2021 we will see something like this? Something like...
You mean like more updates or what?
No, not more updates, like big update, game changer update.
Big updates.
Yeah, like Mexico.
Kind of like the Frontier,
Mexico,
Frontier Pursuits,
yeah, like
that was a
Frontier
great one.
Pursuits, yeah. At least like this. So look, I will call 3 things that people consider to be game changer according to my voting on my channel. It's Mexico, it's properties, and it's heists. So something from this list. What are the chances that we will see in this year?
I'm gonna have to rule out Mexico this year. But properties is doable. What was the third one?
Heists. Oh, it's some sort of like bandit role, like something.
That's likely. I would say that is the most likely between all of them.
Why not properties is the most likely? I mean, it seems like the easiest mechanic.
I guess maybe in some terms it could be like unequal chances when it comes to the bandit role, because the bandit role everyone has been so much asking for it. Like when they released the naturalist role, people were really pissed off.
Yeah.
Like apparently, Red Dead or Rockstar had some kind of community manager before, a lady. I don't remember the name exactly, but she apparently closed her Twitter account just because she got so much hate after the naturalist update, because people were pissed off. They wanted a cowboy game, not an animal collecting game or whatever, and so she couldn't take it or whatever. She closed her account after that. So I think
I
maybe
never used it. Interesting.
that was some kind of wake-up call for them to care more about like gunplay stuff, or like outlaw-based roles, that kind of stuff. So that's my personal assumption. But then at the same time, there's been also rumors about all those properties and the mansions and all that. Those ones also make sense because they kind of have to nerf. Well, they've already nerfed the gold bars, right? But they also kind of have to nerf and wipe all the players who've got crazy rich from these dailies, and they've got like, I don't know, 2,000 gold bars and stuff. There are so many. You'll be surprised how many people are sitting at 1,000 plus gold bars right now.
Now, how do you imagine they nerf him? I mean, I think they will
by
not
bringing out like expensive properties, so people are indirectly wiped.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Them to buy them.
It makes sense. It makes perfect sense.
Because they did the same when they re-released the GTA 5 on PS4. People were rich. because there wasn't big updates like that for a long time before the game until the game came out on PS4 and Xbox One, and there were loads of rich people that they didn't know what to do with their money. But then they started like dropping all these big and expensive updates with, like, I don't know, the heists and all these expensive heist vehicles, and then they brought up like $8 million yachts and all that, and then everyone were wiped. Everyone were like pretty much wiped after buying those. You know, they had to like start grinding again. So it makes sense. It only makes sense if they start releasing like expensive, crazy stuff like mansions or even boats or something like that in this game, just to wipe those people.
Yeah, it makes sense, but it doesn't matter that Rockstar will do this just because it makes sense. Unfortunately, it's not.
No,
really
it's just my
works like-
personal opinion.
Yeah,
doesn't mean it's going to be
I
happening.
think all the players will agree with you, but unfortunately, you know, when there is a problem with logic like this, it's what I personally found out. Like when you think, okay, making this will make sense, right? And then Rockstar just does something opposite. Just because I don't know why. I really have no idea. But why Mexico is unlikely? Why do you think it's unlikely?
Simply because the other stuff I mentioned, I think they're more valuable to Rockstar. The bandit role or whatever, it's gonna be kind of to satisfy those pissed off people, and the mansions or properties is gonna be to wipe people. But I don't know. Mexico could happen, but there hasn't been really any legitimate or like official hint from it about it. But at the same time, when you go to Mexico, you see all those details, and
Yeah, it's almost
if you go
complete.
to-
It's almost complete. I mean,
No. If you play the old Red Dead, you would know that it's not even half complete because there are towns missing. It feels like the layout is there, but all the towns are kind of missing. Like the groundwork seems to be there, but the actual towns and props are missing. But something that people mentioned recently is that when you glitch yourself to Mexico in story mode on Red Dead Online, you actually hear the Mexico music play in the background, and you hear like dogs barking in the background. It's kind of weird because you can't hear those Mexico music, like those soundtracks, like anywhere else on the map, as far as I know. So it is interesting. So there are some weird like Easter eggs like that, but then at the same time, it's not really official. So it's hard to say. I would like to see Mexico so much. I would love it, but I really feel like those other two options that I talked about are more important to Rockstar for now, at least for now.
but
doesn't mean
if
that
they
Mexico
will
won't
release
happen.
Red Dead Redemption 1, if it's gonna happen, then I guess there should be
Oh
Mexico
yeah.
in it.
Then Mexico would be there for sure. Then for sure that would make sense to add Mexico to the online build as well, 100%.
Okay, what would you personally, if you have to choose one of these three, and they come to you and they say, okay,
If I have
John,
to choose?
decide, like, yeah, we can
Mexico.
only one. Mexico?
Yes. If I was in charge and I was like, I had the option, I would say Mexico. But I really think when we think realistically, the other two are more doable, I guess, more possible for now.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, like you said, if they remake the Red Dead 1's map, then yeah, naturally Mexico should be part of it.
I mean, each time when I see these rumors or so-called leaks about Red Dead Redemption 1 being remake, I just think like, well, it makes perfect sense. This just should happen. It must be true because there is so much logic behind this move. So I still think that we actually might see something like this, but again, it's Rockstar and who knows what they're doing and they're planning. So unfortunately, but I mean, it's such a big game changer, like release in Mexico. It will have even more players, you know, bring more players at time. Yeah,
sure.
bring them back and bring new players. So I just really want to see the Mexico, like really bad. I mean, properties is gonna be probably not cool. I think,
Have
unfortunately.
you been to Mexico?
Yeah, I actually, you know how I got
With the
there?
glitch?
Not with this glitch, but this weird when you at the
Oh, with
river.
the
But I
bridge.
flew there from the bridge few
Yeah,
times, and it
from
was
the bridge.
super cool. Because I don't personally, I don't
Nice.
like the glitch. You probably know about this. When you go to the river and you in a first person do these weird manipulations, and you just go through the river in the first from the first person. I
Yes,
never
yes.
tried it. I
That
just
one is
read about this.
yes. That one is the most reliable method right now to go there.
Yeah, because from the bridge is kind of hard. But I got there 3 times, and actually 2 times on the stream. And 1 time I was flying in the air for like 4 minutes. It was super fun. And then I
Yeah,
landed in
fast
Mexico.
Stuff like that as well.
And I just pumped a little bit like a balloon, you know, like a little bit. I was totally healthy, pumped on like a 1 meter, then fall back to the ground and died. It was super funny. And 1 time I was, and 2 times I managed to get to the Mexico, and it's actually fun how you can do this. How do you like this bridge glitch, by the way?
It's fun, and I'm surprised that they haven't patched it yet because normally
Yeah, they haven't.
patch all the fun stuff and goodies fast.
Yeah. Just because it's
But,
not okay to have fun in this game, I believe. So they don't like it. They don't.
I guess they look at it this way, that if something is not intended in the game, then they take it away. That's how they look at it. They don't. They're not like sadists to be like, oh yeah, people are having fun. Let's ruin it for them. I don't think they look at it that way. It's just like, if something is not intended in the game, they'll, from a developer like point of view, they're gonna take it away.
But okay, but
That's
why
just the way it
is an
works.
off-radar glitch is still there? Why is it gonna fix it for more than a year now? I believe it's in the game.
The thing about the off-radar glitch is that they keep patching it, right? They keep patching it, but like there are other ways. Sorry, your voice was. So sorry if I talked over you, but I was just saying that they've patched the off-the-radar glitch like multiple times, but there are like ways around it. So
John, you here? Oh, it's a Discord bugging, I believe.
do you hear me fine?
Yeah, now I hear it. It was some bugs in the Discord, I guess.
Okay. Because I feel like your voice is a little bit like crackling.
Maybe my internet
cutting
was
off.
lagging. who knows?
Hopefully you're not getting booted.
Nah, I cannot get booted because I use different internet. So I hope you can hear me in the chat. Chat is hearing me. I
I can
guess.
hear you now. Yes. I've got 2 questions from my chat, if you don't mind me to bring them
Yeah,
up.
sure. Oh, John, I haven't told you this, but at the end of a stream, I will ask you questions from my chat as well. So
Yes.
it's a surprise. Sure. It was a surprise.
One guy is asking that, what do you think the game state would be in 1 year? Let's see who asked it again. Yes, Tower Hound. He asked that. Yeah. So what do you think about that, Kat?
What will happen in 1 year?
Game state in 1 year. Yeah.
Oh, in 1 year
what
from
place
now?
would the game be in 1 year from now? Yes.
I think it will make it in 1 year.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I think it will make it. I really think. So it will be a lot of changes to best like this. It's not. It's a question basically. Was it make it or break it in until 2022? Right? If I understand it correctly.
I think it would still be going and still going to. This is a game that, like I said, there's no rivals to it, so there's still going to be. There's always going to be some kind of like niche community for it.
Yeah, but the question whether the game will improve. Like, how would you answer to this one?
Improve and grow.
You also think that it will improve and grow?
I don't know if it will grow or improve, but I'm hoping for it.
I also hope. I think it will improve and grow because it will make sense for Rockstar. But again,
I think a next gen version or next gen port would definitely help with the growth. That's my opinion.
Okay,
There's
but
another question.
when do you think it might happen, this next gen? Why it's not announced yet? It's even
I don't know.
more
That's what I was also saying, because why is GTA one announced but Red Dead one is not announced? But I guess it only makes sense to release it. Actually, you know what? When I think about it, GTA 5 came out on 2013, but the next gen version came out in. It did not come at launch. I don't believe it did. It took like a year or something for it to arrive on the next, like the new consoles. Maybe a little bit more. But so I'm just trying to like think how they've dealt with this stuff, like in the past, so I could just get a grasp of how they're gonna do it. So I'm thinking that either this year or next year, it's gonna be also next gen version for GTA. Red Dead, I'm not sure because they haven't said anything about it. But if it's gonna happen, it's gonna be in the next 1.5 years, I would say. It's my guess.
No, yeah, it looks actually reasonable prediction. I finally found a cowboy to give my bear pelt, legendary bear pelt to. It was kind of hard to find a player right now on the map, and because we still have this like 12 people players
on console. Really?
Yeah, all the time I'm checking it, it's like 12 players in a session. So chat says that GTA 5 came out 2 years later on the next gen.
So I guess it makes sense until.
But it's already 2 years now.
And back then there was no viruses or anything to slow people down.
Well, yeah, so I agreed with this. So
I just don't want to talk about that because YouTube is pretty sensitive about it.
I heard that they don't care about anymore, but who knows?
There's another question that I'm not going to have anymore for now. Someone's asking, hey man, this is a question for both of you. So we all know that Red Dead is like 2 years old and it's going to become 3 years. I have many friends with so many gold bar and money. 1 second. And now they don't have anything they could spend it on. GTA has so much content, cars, military vehicles, and properties, and Rockstar made so much money through shark cards. Why are they expecting that without the content or anything? Okay, it's a little bit broken English, but I'm gonna try to fix it. They're expecting people to buy gold bar with not that much content to spend it on. There we go. That's what it means basically.
Look, here is first part of the answer is really weird. So, according to my data, according to the voting I've made on my channel, there are surprisingly large amount of players that actually buying gold. At least this $5 offer. I
bought that as well.
I did this as well, despite the fact not actually needing any gold. I did it like at the beta. But anyway, it's like 30% of players who replied to this voting, and like not even 30, like 34%. They bought gold in this game at least once.
Okay.
So it was really surprising to me. There were like almost 2,000 votes, so yes, of course it's not representative because most of my channel viewers, they are more like active players, and these players tend to buy more gold, but I was really surprised. I actually never thought that someone would need to buy gold in this game anyways. Maybe some people will buy it just like me, I wanted to say thank you to Rockstar when I was like really impressed with the game. Yeah. I never needed gold actually to buy gold, because back in the beta there was like nothing you can really need gold for, because I don't care about golden weapons and or Arabian horse, so I didn't even need it, but still I bought it. And so the answer is there are surprisingly many players who are actually buying gold right now, and I believe from these players who bought this standalone edition there are even more players. Because look, I started new character, right? And you started it right now as well on a PC.
Yeah, but the offer is not on PC though.
Oh, there is.
The offer is only
no...
on console apparently. It's only on Xbox and PlayStation, as far as I know.
But,
And what I've discussed with my chat and what I've experienced.
Yeah, actually
console.
you're right. I never had this offer when I was playing on the PC, but I thought that is because I have the same Rockstar ID, I believe, for both my Xbox and PC accounts, on the same account, I guess. So I thought it's because I already used it. So even if there is no on a PC, what I'm trying to say is that game on the lower levels is just, you really feel like you want to buy this gold.
I would say that actually new players are more likely to buy gold bar, and someone in my chat also said that we like all of us almost bought it. The first offer at the beginning.
Yeah, like I have many comments as well that people bought for $5. Actually, for $5, I think it's a good offer. Like really, they should add it on a PC. Yes. I see no why it's not on a PC. Well, what's the point of not adding something? I doubt that they have like higher sales of a gold on a PC. So why not add this one? It's really attractive.
Probably I think that PC players are richer. I don't know.
No,
I'm just guessing.
Well,
but
maybe actually,
I don't know.
Yes.
I really don't know. Actually, first I thought it's a PlayStation only offer because that Rockstar and PlayStation, they have this bromance going on, like exclusive items and all that. But then people said it's also on Xbox.
Yeah, it always
PC,
was.
So I'm not so sure how it works exactly. Because it's on console, but it's not on PC. I don't know. I don't know why it's not on PC, really. It's not justified.
Yeah, it's not. Maybe they don't care too much about PC. Well, looks like that. I mean, the game was released on a PC in a pretty bad state. I've played it from the beginning.
I know.
And it was like bad optimization, and there are some things that shows that they don't really care about this. I just reached level 300. Nice. On Xbox character. Like, for example, when you search for collectibles, when you play with a controller, it has this vibration. But on the PC, there is nothing that removing this vibration. So yes, you still have sound, it's still glowing, your metal detector is glowing, but it's not the same. It's so much harder to find treasures.
Unless you switch to the controller then.
Yeah. And you know what was the funniest thing? By the way, if you play on a PC, I believe you set up free aiming, right? On a controller setting. No?
I play both right now.
PC no. But have you changed the setting?
Yes, I have. I change it all the time. Depends
you know
on what I'm doing.
Because here is the trick. People who play with a mouse and keyboard, they have no idea that they should go to the controller settings and change it to free aim. Because by default it was like wide or... so anyway, it was auto aiming by default, and even if you're playing with a mouse and a keyboard, you're not getting this extra experience for free aim kills. It was super weird.
Oh, yeah. Now I know what you mean. And apparently at the beginning the servers were like separated. The sessions, well, sorry, not servers. The sessions were
separated, but it was not actually working. At least in PvP, it was no separation, and on a free roam, it was working really bad. I don't know whether they turned it off right now, but I mean, I happen to see myself in a free aim lobby a lot, and some players with a free roam were joining me without changing the settings. So it was working really weird, just like most of the stuff on a PC, unfortunately. So yeah. Anyway, what I'm trying to say, it looks to me like they released Red Dead Redemption 2 on a PC just to have some sales and to win this award not really focusing on Red Dead Online, because they know there will be cheaters, there will be modders, and there will be problems with selling gold on a PC, I guess. Because I don't recommend to buy gold on a PC to any player, because it can be ruined. Your progress can be ruined by modders, unfortunately. So it's not a good investment, in my opinion.
Someone is asking, what do you think about like crossplay for this game, and
it's a nightmare.
would it help? Would it help with like games like player base growth or not?
No.
I personally think. Let me just give my insight on it, and then you can also give yours. I think that it would be a great idea if it's only between consoles. But PC and console, it would be terrible, because a lot of people only play the game on console because they don't want to deal with like mods and hackers and stuff, and it's just gonna ruin their experience. Unless they make it that you can choose, like you can opt in, so you can just turn it off, and you're not gonna get any PC guys in your lobby. I think then it would make sense.
But it's no point for them, real. I mean, they have to do something, but it's not gonna be that much of a effect if they will make a cross-console gameplay. I mean, they will not win too much. Yes, it's gonna be useful for some players, but it's not gonna change this, overall success of Red Dead Online. So I don't think they will bother doing something like this. I don't think they care, and they will do it. Yeah, it would be cool if PlayStation and Xbox will have a cross. I just think it's not gonna happen. And having, of course, crossplay with the PC, it's just will kill the game. I'm afraid. So it's not something I want to see, a crossplay with the PC. It will be terrible.
Yeah, I understand, and that's what I was also saying. I think, but between consoles only, I think it's not a bad idea, really.
Yeah.
Like, if it's only between Xbox and PlayStation, really, it's fine.
And actually, I just thought about this, but there is I saw a comment in my chat about dedicated servers, and of course we were talking about this whole stream. But there are dedicated servers in Red Dead Online. It's on Stadia, actually. So technically, Stadia is the best place to play Red Dead Online, and probably that's why they are not selling standalone edition for Stadia.
How come?
Stadia is basically a dedicated server, because you're playing on a computer that is on
Sorry, my phone was ringing.
Google has.
I think games still P2P, but just because you're playing a game on like Google servers, it's basically in a way that you're never going to find out the IP address of other people, and no one else can find your IP address. But I think it's P2P still, but it's just between other Stadia players. And since you're playing a game technically from Google's device, and it's just only being streamed to your screen, that's why they can't actually see your IP address.
No, they can do, and there is no other problems. There is no disconnects, I believe, because of the server side, because of your internet maybe, but not because of the connection.
I have another idea. It's also
one?
because, and it also makes sense that there's not much disconnect, because yes, you only connect to other Stadia players, which are
So basically, it's like a server dedicated, because
it's like basically LAN. It's like LAN. You're playing LAN with other people from Stadia.
Yeah, I mean it's not using dedicated server mechanics, because the game is built for peer-to-peer. But of course, it almost like. But there is I have no idea.
Like
They not selling Red Dead Online standalone for Stadia for some reason? They're just not doing it, which makes no sense.
Has it? All right, I didn't know it wasn't a thing.
No, they're not selling it, which makes no sense, because Red Dead Online standalone and Red Dead Online has exactly the same client. There is no like extra client for Red Dead Online. It's just using
One thing, mate. Can we actually ask our chats who exactly plays on Stadia? I've never had
No, you
anyone
will be
saying
surprised. Okay, if you play on Stadia, please say in the chat.
Yeah, guys, please.
Let us know.
How many? I would like to know how many. I haven't had anyone saying ever that, oh yeah, I'm playing the game on Stadia.
I will be really surprised if there will be many players. Servers are empty
No
on
one.
Stadia. I don't have.
I'm reading your chat and my chat. No one's saying yes.
Yeah, no one is.
Oh my
saying.
god.
Only PC and console. Yeah. Well, I
Only
always
PC and
make
console.
look, each time when in video I make laughs about like all 5 Stadia players will be happy or are unhappy with this decision. I just like this joke. There is always few comments like, what? I play that. So there are some players who actually play that, but there are not too many players indeed.
Yeah,
Also,
very
so
limited.
you're not gonna be able to play PvP on Stadia, I'm pretty sure. So showdowns will be empty.
Actually, it doesn't seem bad to play the game on Stadia.
It's a great idea. If it was $5, I would actually buy it.
For content creators.
Yeah, because there is like much
You're gonna be safe.
fewer problems. Yeah, and you can
why
look,
didn't I
if it
think
was
about that,
$5, right? You buy it. You buy for $5 for a few of your friends, and you play like make these experiments together, and I don't know, test stuff, make this myth buster, and you can even, I mean, $5. I will personally just give in my Discord like, I don't know, 50 of those at with some point, and just like make this giveaway. So there are people for you to make a full lobby of players and make some content from them.
Sounds fun.
I still can't find anyone who's playing on Stadia. And there is a question from Sergio, price of Stadia. But I don't really know what's the price of Stadia. But yeah, Stadia
It's
has
like $100.
$100.
I don't know. I'm just guessing. It can't be that much.
I don't think it's $100.
Because you basically only pay for the controller.
Do you need it though? Is it necessary? Oh, here is another legendary
Let me check.
animal.
I need to actually Google it.
I have a legendary animal.
Can you actually buy it in Sweden? Let me have a look.
I thought that you can buy play without actually buying.
Yeah, I can buy it in
control.
Sweden for 100 kronos per month.
How much in dollars is that?
Like $12, maybe $15. It's not
Oops.
much.
Oh, I can give away 2 legendary pelts today. I have in chat that it's $9.99 a month. So
Yeah, but for
$10.
each country it's always gonna be that 999, obviously. But for us it's gonna be 99 kronas.
Oh. So mostly in Europe it's 9.99 euro, and like in USA it's 9. Well, it's not that much, honestly. I mean, I still have to pay some money for Xbox Live Gold, and I believe that on PS there is also this how it's called, PS. I forgot.
Oh my god, I'm dead. I'm playing Dispatch Rider.
Oh boy, I forgot that I cannot give legendary pelts. I should have picked the whole carcass. Damn. For small animals, you cannot get them from your horse, unfortunately. Okay, I will give it to Creeps, whatever. He will be glad. PS Now, right. So you still have to buy PS Now. And so you still have to pay some money. Yeah, I would play game on Stadia. It would be super fun.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Oh, PS Plus, not PS Now. It's Xbox.
Yep.
Xbox Live and.
What about PS Now?
PS Plus, I guess, or PS Now.
PS Now is like the Game Pass, pretty much. PS.
Oh, PS Now is a game. So PS Plus, it's something that you need to play in multiplayer games, right? But anyways, there is something that you have to pay for. Like,
Oh yes,
to
yes.
play.
It's like the Xbox Gold membership.
Yeah.
Do they still call it Gold?
Yeah.
I haven't
believe
used an
all
Xbox
life.
since
I don't
360.
know. I don't really read when it asks me to pay the money, so I just paid. On a PC, it's free. On the other hand, so it's a great moment to discuss cheaters on a PC. So, have you already spot someone? Or you haven't been playing for too much on the
Yeah,
PC
yesterday. Oh, the day before, I was doing Dispatch Rider, and then the guy was just like running cheats to win the game. I was like, "Are you kidding me, dude? It's just this is Red Dead." Like, he had like God mode, and like 3 explosives or something. Like he basically never ran out. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
it's
There's one in my game
standard.
right now. There's one in my game right now.
Right now, he's blowing.
Yeah, right now.
also
If you watch my stream,
lobby,
he-
I'm not
he's
because
got, like, God
I'm
mode.
afraid my internet will just die
Alright.
if I will do this. So, just switch the session. It's always the best solution if you see some cheater in your session.
it's in the Dispatch Rider.
Oh, it's in I thought you were saying that you yesterday saw this in the Dispatch Rider.
Yeah, yesterday, but then today as well, because I'm playing Dispatch Rider right now. But I can't kill people. It feels like some of them I can't. It's just yeah, the God mode or whatever, and they got like unlimited explosive bullets because they just keep spraying it.
Oh, yeah. It's usual stuff on when you playing on a PC, unfortunately. I've seen, especially in showdowns, I've seen like people doing this all the time. Oh, I don't know why. Oh, I have actually moonshiner deliveries. That's what I'm about to do. Now, I will do this just to have something. Oh yeah, legendary animal spawns for every player in a lobbies. It always also happens a lot. At least that's what I've seen a lot.
I see.
So there is a problem with the cheaters, and
All right, this guy's not. Sorry, this guy's not cheating. I feel bad about calling him cheat now.
no.
He's just he had like level 15 tonics or something.
Oh. By the way, it's kind of weird that it's hard to see whether a person is cheating and has this like, you cannot kill him, or he's just
Sometimes
have
it's hard, but
tank
yesterday for sure it was the explosive thing. Like it was hack, and then because I even when I shot him with explosive bullets, right, he wouldn't get knocked out. You know, you're supposed to get knocked out. That's the game mechanic.
Yeah, it's in
he
any
gets-
way you will fall down.
Yeah, he didn't. Then you know for sure that he's not a legitimate player.
I mean, I saw many times players spawning infinite cougars in a showdown, and they still no one was even trying to kick them.
That has happened to me as well before with a Chinese hacker, because I was winning the game, I suppose, and he didn't want me to win. So he was just he spawned like a lot of skeletons, 2-headed skeletons, to like slow me down or something, and then he started blowing me up.
Well, yeah, I mean it's not a big deal unless they start like following you.
Following you around. Then yeah,
following you. Then it's a big deal. But until then, it's like, well, whatever. I mean, still, PvP doesn't really matter, so who cares? But when they start following you, it's a big
normally
problem.
it doesn't really bother me. If I see anyone like that, I just like switch the session. It's like, whatever. But if the problem is when they start chasing you around, like you said, then it becomes harassment.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about it. This is the most weird stuff that you cannot hide in a solo session, or I don't know, just go in with like you can on a console. There's not much you can do. If they want to crash you, they will do it no matter what, and that's the most unfortunate thing about cheaters on the PC. By the way, they don't really react to this Rockstar. I mean, it doesn't seem like they're trying to do something. The situation is not getting better, and they're not even saying something like, okay, we will ban all the cheaters. No, I've heard some players shared that support replied to them when they were trying to report cheaters that there is nothing they can do now. So it's
Well, was it like a screenshot actually, or what?
no, I think it might be not really what happened, but I heard this from a few players. It's not like they replied we cannot do something. They replied like some weird stuff that sound to players that like something we will not do anything, or we cannot do anything, because for
They were
my
not planning anything.
yeah, because for my this support tickets, they haven't even replied anything, like nothing. I had no answer.
They do reply to mine.
They did?
Like I asked to like transfer my character or something. They said no. They were like pretty.
No,
sure
but it's about specifically if you fill the support form about cheaters. I think they don't reply to this as often. So you have to contact them about something different, and then say, "Oh, by the way, I've been chased
Oh, they
by
don't
the
even.
cheater."
Okay, I see.
Because they don't
Then they
even
don't do anything about
reply.
it, you say.
And there is a form you can fill the video. So, make a link to the video so they can see it with the proof that you've been cheated. But
Okay.
I did so, and I got 0 views on it. So there is no views at all.
No one checked it. Okay.
No one checked it. And so I think they don't ban cheaters. Yeah, and they feel fine to ban players who not cheating for glitching, for example, but not the cheaters. It's super weird. I mean, the whole situation is kind of weird, and I don't think it's gonna get better, like ever. So I don't really plan on playing on a PC again.
Okay, I see.
So. And there is it's like, I believe all the content creators suffered from this at some point.
Yeah, everyone. I don't know anyone who hasn't really.
I've talked to Hazard, he was harassed. I've talked to Zumi Fiasco, he was as well. I'm not quite sure about Pineapple, but I guess also. And like GTA YouTubers, they were all had this problem.
Professional was also.
Professional was,
dealing with
yeah,
the same thing.
suffered a lot. So, as they still don't care. They don't try to do anything. Unfortunately.
I feel bad for the professional because he's just a grinder and they were just harassing him. It doesn't make any sense, dude. Like,
I mean, look, why would they harass me? I'm not taking part in a PvP. I don't feel like PvP is something worth wasting my time, especially in a free roam. I just hate PvP in a free roam. I do showdowns, but not. It's look, when someone can harass a streamer or YouTuber, and there are like big audience for all of the streamers, right? There will be one person who will decide to, like, just for fun, DDoS you or crash your game, just to say when he will visit the classroom next day that he, oh, remember the stream? Yes, I did. I said, oh, bro, nice. And in the
yeah,
5th grade.
yeah, they're just gonna link it to their mates and just like they get a kick out of it.
Yeah.
I guess.
So it's just a matter of time when you're gonna get harassed if you are a streamer. It's not a matter of whether you are a grinder or like you, like, yeah, if you're doing griefers, the chances for you are higher, I believe. So it's because, you know, type of players who grief other players that are more likely to use mods and cheats and DDoS attacks. But overall, no one is protected. That's the problem, and that's what I don't like about the game on a PC, unfortunately. So
Someone in my chat says that apparently one of the reasons that the game is not really doing that well on Twitch is because most of the big guys are just getting harassed.
Yeah, true.
apparently.
Agreed. But Hazard is playing. He's playing because the cheater started. I mean, he was like
Stopped,
chasing
and
him
he's
for a
only
few
playing in
weeks.
solo sessions now. He also blocked his ports though, so I don't know if like I don't think it's actually possible to join him anymore. So
But
as
it's
far
still
as I
possible
know,
to crash him, I believe. Is from what I know.
maybe, but the guy maybe just hopefully at least he given up or something.
Yeah, probably he given up.
Just,
But it's like it's always a question whether he will give up before you will. Unfortunately, so and it's not the way for
True.
really to give him a lot of attention on Twitch.
Oh, okay. The person in my chat was talking about the PC what's it called, Battlefield 5 hackers, and it was also the same, which kind of killed the game on Twitch because people were like just seeing what servers the streamer or like is playing on, and they kept joining and just like destroying them with the hacks. And so I guess Battlefield 5 and Red Dead kind of share that. It's
Yeah,
so
but
easy
there are
to,
some
like, I
other
guess-
games that at least do try to do. There are cheaters in all PC games. It's unfortunately true, but some developers are trying to do something, or at least pretend
Streamer
that they're
mode.
doing something. But not Rockstar. They just don't seem to care.
Some people, like some games have like a streamer mode that hides everyone's name in the game, I believe. That doesn't sound too bad for starters, I guess. Like hiding everyone's name, or so there's no more names in the kill feed or above player heads. It's just gonna be like player 1-1 or 1-1 or whatever, just like just some kind of number 1-2 whatever. But no actual username, so people can't actually find out who to join on or what kind of sessions to join.
Yeah, it's actually
That sounds pretty good.
yeah, it's true.
I believe
Yes.
Fortnite has it and PUBG has it. I know Warzone also has it, I think.
Yeah, Warzone has like many other protections. It still has a lot of cheaters, but they do a lot. They even sue the. Oh, by the way, here is if you Google Take-Two sued someone, right? You will find that they go to the court against modders, not the modders for online, but the modders who will make the mode like Red Dead Redemption 1.
Yeah, I have read about it, but I feel
Yeah.
like they do go after all the mods when they find out.
Yeah,
It makes no sense.
It's
they
they
don't go after
basically
online
they
mods.
suing fan base of the game, people who want to make something cool, but they don't care about the one who's making and selling cheats. And it's like some people say, well, the purpose of the cheat is not to like crush anyone. Right? Sure. That's I mean, most of the people are buying it simply to crush anyone, and that's why there is some options. For example, you don't need an option to see someone's Rockstar ID and to see when he's going online if you like using cheats only to defend yourself. But for some reason it's built in a cheat in a mode menu. Why? Because people are buying it to crush other players. That's the main reason. So no need to like. Jim
most
Ruthless.
stupid reasons
Do you know Jim
to do
Ruthless?
it.
He's a funny guy.
Yes,
And
yes,
he asks that is it a Fortnite podcast? Jim, look at the
Fortnite,
amount
what?
of players that we viewers that we have. If it was a Fortnite podcast, we had much more at the moment. It's a Red Dead Online podcast. So we discuss here the biggest problems with Red Dead Online. But actually, it's kind of funny. But John is really optimistic. I'm surprised to hear you being so optimistic about the game's future.
Honestly, I got more optimistic when I started playing on PC because I had something else to grind, so I kind of started to re-liking the game.
Yeah, it's a good feeling actually. Okay, again,
But,
why we cannot create second not account but character?
Characters.
Why not? Why they not
That
allow
one I
us?
have no idea because on GTA you can do it. Like you could have like one male and one female character. A lot of people are asking like, oh, can we change your character's gender or all that.
Yeah.
But I think it would make sense to add like a second character, and then so everyone can have like a male and a female character.
Just
and
to
if they
keep
want
playing
to
grinding,
only
because
play with, yeah,
even okay, they like to sell stuff for gold. Sell this second character slot for like some gold bars, right? Why not? Why not add it? I have no idea why it's going on. By the way, have you changed? There is a question about PvP cards in the chat, and I remember that you were thinking that Lanter's Patient is a great, one of the best cards. Have you changed your opinion since then?
no, I think it's
Oh, you
still
still-
one of the best damage cards. And I haven't made a video about it because I was actually hoping that they release more cards with this bounty hunter update, but they didn't. So I will talk about it in a video.
It's a
So,
bad card.
I
will
know I
argue
promised
with
about that video a million times.
I can argue
but,
with you
I will.
all day. That it's a bad one.
It's all about the playstyle. I think for my playstyle, I think it works really well. It works better than other cards when it comes to damage. So,
Nah, I disagree with you. If you will make video, I will make a different video talking why this ability card is bad. Nobody
Sure,
cares
sure.
about this, to be honest. Like, there are literally no viewers for this type of content, but it can be fun. Because ability cards are like, there is nothing to talk about. Unfortunately, there is nothing new if you're talking about ability cards for how long now? For more than a year. Nothing changed. Nothing new was
No.
added.
that's
Actually,
true.
why do you think they stopped all this rebalancing and adding new ability cards or even rebalancing weapons? They just they haven't done anything in 2020. Why do you think they lost interest? Nah, it's like it seems to me like they lost interest to this side of the game. Rockstar. I mean.
I really don't know because people really liked new ability cards in the game. It was pretty fun. Like everyone agreed that it's fun and makes the game more fun. If they add more cards, because it allows like more diverse playstyles.
Yeah.
Some people I know that they hate ability cards from the beginning, but I think actually in the long term it's making the game less stale. And makes it a little bit more exciting because of the playstyle diversities and all that stuff that I talked about. But I don't know how to explain it, man. When it comes to ability cards, I think maybe the pandemic also played
Actually,
a role.
I have
slowing things
opinion
down.
in the chat.
go
Also,
on.
players are saying that it's pandemic. But
Yeah,
okay,
I
but
think
they
so as well.
released other content. Despite the pandemic, they released 2 updates, and there was some other content, but still no ability cards. Actually no weapons, to be honest, because elephant rifle is not like a real weapon. It cannot compete with others in any activity. It's just a fun stuff, just like cool fun stuff. I really liked it, but it's not it. So they haven't changed anything about weapons or ability cards last year, but they've added a lot of content. Like really, there is some. It's not the content that we needed, but there is some new content. Look,
I have another idea as well. It could have been because simply it takes time for them to collect data and balance the cards, and now because of the pandemic, they didn't want to deal with it.
yeah, maybe.
Because apparently there were some leaks about some new cards in the game. I don't know if they're real or not, but it only makes sense if they add more cards. It doesn't make sense if they don't add it. So I just think they've been slowed down. So they're gonna be. I actually think this year we're gonna see some new cards in the game. I'm pretty confident about it.
I'm actually, I really want to see some ability cards that has something to do with the bow. Because look,
I
they've
know you
added
talked
new
about it in
bow.
your videos before.
Why not add some ability card about this? So I don't know, make the bow increase the damage. I don't know.
But there's also a problem because there's still some game modes that it allows people to like one shot with the bow. I think those
No,
have
no,
to be
no,
like
no.
balanced
It
best.
was fixed. It was fixed, by the way.
Are you sure?
Yeah, yeah. I've played. It was in a hostile territory, and it's not anymore.
I'm pretty sure in the elimination series it's still like that.
In Valentine. In a Valentine. In the last 10
No,
round.
just elimination series.
Oh, elimination series. It's
Yeah,
not a
like
problem
Gun Rush
there. I mean, it's
and stuff.
they designed this mode to do. The problem was
Yeah,
when in
yeah.
a hostile territory, plus Valentine, plus tall trees, there was one shot killing bow. It was ridiculous, especially when you think about the range that new bow has. Painted black range. I mean, it was super lame. But they fixed it as far as I can tell.
Okay, that's great.
Austin BMX says hi.
Hello.
Caught. It's right to say caught our stream, and so look. You're still optimistic just because you started a new character and you like fall in love with the game again, right?
Yeah, kinda. And the game
Yeah.
is a lot more fun at 4K and 60 frames.
Oh yeah. When look, I had this Xbox One, not One S or One X, but Xbox One, and it's 720p, I believe. And when I moved to PC, I was like, wow, this game is amazing. And don't get me wrong, when I was playing on the Xbox before, I was like, wow, that's a beautiful game. But when I moved to PC, I was like, oh, this game is really awesome.
On PC it's different. Especially when you play at 4K and like with the settings at like ultra and stuff.
What kind of PC do you have to play 4K Ultra on a PC?
At 60 frames, I think you're gonna need a 3080. But like, I got a 3070.
Oh, 3070.
But I turned down some of the settings a little bit. I kept the texture details and the lightings and stuff at ultra, but just some of the stuff I kept them at
is it smooth?
like medium and high a little bit. Yeah,
smooth?
just to keep it like well above 60 frames, especially when I stream. It also impacts the performance a little bit.
Oh, you have one PC setup, right? One streaming PC.
Yeah, but I got a 10-core CPU, so it's fine for streaming and playing at the same time.
Yeah.
Well,
there's a nice PC actually. You've got one. I think about getting a new PC, but it's just 3070 and
maybe
3080.
wait a little bit.
Yeah, they cost twice the price in my region. Like I believe 3080 costs 1.7k dollars.
Yeah, that's just not worth it.
It's insane. I mean,
I would say wait a few months if you want to buy another PC, because right now, because of the situation, everything was too expensive. I paid a little bit extra for some of the parts, and at the same time, everything was out of stock. So I waited kind of like a long time until I found like graphics card, especially, and CPU is the same. It's
the situation is not great to buy a new PC, unfortunately. But I don't need it too much right now, because I'm not planning to play Red Dead Online at least. And I don't know, what are the next big games that you can think about?
I can think about playing. Big games.
Big games that you think like, what if I ask you, what are the next big games in the next half year? What will come to your mind after this question? Because I have no answer.
I have no answer also. I feel like it's been a long time since there's been a really good game that keeps me engaged, and I've been thinking about like new games to try on my channel, but like I need something like Red Dead that is like chill and it's grindy a little bit. It has replayability, and it's like sandbox, so it allows so much content. You see?
Oh, it's too many demands. You just said. Okay, so I've said many questions, but wait, it's a good one. I've seen many times in the chat people were asking about Cyberpunk. Not really asking, but just type in Cyberpunk. Have you played Cyberpunk?
I haven't played it yet because I'm waiting a few months, and I think everyone else should as well, just for them to fix the game.
But it's fine on the
And-
PC, I believe. With you will have okay experience playing Cyberpunk with your video card.
Maybe.
It's
They
not
have
like
to fix it.
Xbox One. You have a good PC, so you can.
Actually, from the benchmarks that I've seen, I don't think I can actually play it at 4K.
You can, but without ray tracing. There will be no ray tracing.
Maybe. I don't really care about ray tracing, anyways. I
I
rather
mean, it
have
will
more
be, but
frames
it
than ray
will
tracing.
work not perfectly, as far as I can tell in 4K. At least what they showed. But
And
actually,
it was an
there-
overhyped game for sure. I feel like
it
wasn't.
was. It was a super overhyped game. They couldn't do it. I was really hoping for Cyberpunk to make it just because, as you said, there is no competition for Red Dead Online or GTA Online. That's why basically Rockstar has this sort of degradation. Because there is no competition, they just don't want to do something really meaningful. And if Cyberpunk Online will hit, they will have to do something. But I'm not quite sure about Cyberpunk Online anymore. I really doubt it's gonna fly.
I think it's gonna be a fun experience depending on how they implement it. If it's gonna be like some kind of sandbox,
It should be. It should be in
free room,
theory.
that would be so much fun, dude. That would be so much fun.
Yeah, but it's a question whether
But,
it can be a competitor for GTA Online, for example. That's the question.
I mean, I guess it will be,
You think?
and also for GTA, if depending on how they play their cards, like I said, if they mess it up like the single player launch, then
Yes, I
maybe not.
already played the cards with a single player, which seems to be a little bit easier to do than good online game. At least.
But maybe they learned the lesson, Project Red, and they take their time with online mode, and yeah, they wait like 2 years, 3 years, and then release it. And release it big and complete, not release it like, half-ass.
Maybe they
It was-
have
it
no
was
time.
Embarrassing, I think, the way they launched it on.
But what if they don't have
Especially
3
old
years? Look, there is possible that we will see like in a few years. It's not like I think that it's happening, but maybe in 3 years there will be GTA 6, and with online, right from the start. So they cannot compete with such a monster like GTA 6, I think. So maybe they just
we'll
don't
see.
have enough time.
We don't even know if it's gonna be a GTA 6.
That will be.
Envy,
the-
yes.
the-
Ask your questions in the chat. I'll read them like sometimes.
What question?
Someone asked if you could ask us a question in the chat. I was like, yes, go on.
Oh, and then sure, ask questions. Maybe you know what? Maybe it's time for us to start answering questions. So we will do
Yes.
this
To
one.
wrap up things a little bit.
Yeah, one from my chat and one from yours, right?
Okay, that sounds good.
If you have some questions, I mean, I don't know, maybe there were no questions. So okay, guys, give a question. What question do you want to ask John? Show us your question. Aloha from Hawaii. It's not a question, but aloha. Hi, which means hi, I believe. Oh, I just hit. Each time when I switch to read chat, I just hit into a tree or something. In the game, it always happens to me. So there is a question: if you are a blonde, that's the best
If
question.
I'm blonde in real life?
Yep, that's the best question we got so far.
I have dark hair, but I have blue eyes.
Oh,
So you
it's
can
almost
check- you can
blonde. It's not.
choose.
It's not, but it's close. It's close. Okay, so here is the real question. Do you think they will just release role expansions for RDO, or do you think they will actually release a new role before doing that? Well, so let's say this year. Do you think there will be new role or only expansions?
I think first, at least they might release some expansions, and then they're gonna move on to some new stuff, I guess.
So
Or maybe we're
will
gonna
we
get
see
lucky
new
and
role?
we get both at the same time. So we
Oh,
might get like one role and one role expansion.
it's too
I
optimistic.
don't know. The Frontier Pursuits update, that was a perfect update. I wish they'd do more of that, really.
Well, I don't think we will see something like with 3 new roles. I just think it's not gonna happen like ever. I think
A man can hope.
well, yeah, but it's just I doubt whether we will even see like 2 role upgrades at the same time. I think it's not gonna happen. I think we will see 1 role upgrades and maybe another, and if we get lucky, in next December we might get a big role. But it's unlike. Anyway, as you can see, John is really optimistic. If you want to be as optimistic as he is, buy another copy of the game and start a new character. That's what I can suggest you. So, do you have some questions from your chat?
Chad, do you have any questions?
Anyone is sleeping by now, I guess.
I think as I've already answered a lot of them. Like,
Yeah. Pineapple or pizza? Oh no, pineapple on pizza. That's a better question.
if I like pineapple on pizza, no, I hate it. I think it's a crime against humanity.
Is there a single
what it is.
person who loves pineapple on pizza? In my
I
chat
know
or in
a few people that do.
John chats, please let us know. We will ban you. That's the deal. So feel free to type I love pineapple on pizza. I do. Okay, how to ban? This is the only question I have. I'm just kidding. But I don't understand pineapple on pizza. Like, really. I really don't. Yeah, so surprisingly there are many pineapple lovers on a pizza.
Oh, someone's asking what is your favorite roles? Both of us.
Collector. Boom. Moonshiner.
Collector? Yeah, me too. Me too.
Moonshiner. I like Moonshiner.
Mine is collector, but without that map. So if it's in a way that only I find things, then it's the most fun for me.
Yeah, I mean, I actually
Otherwise
use
it's
collector
like meh.
map just to make this guide that I've made and to test it. But you know what? I have to admit, it's actually kind of fun to play with the collector map as well. I consider it like a challenge. It's not that easy as it might look like. So plus there are random spawns now, so it's not that easy to get all these expensive collections. By the way, what do you think? They will make all the spawns random?
Yeah, I think they're gonna continue making it more random.
I also
Because the
believe
collector
they're
role
gonna nerf
still
it.
makes way too much money, and we all know
Yeah.
that they're not a big fan of people making money and.
And actually, I think they will make the nerf
Golden again.
at the same time when they will make this collector role extension.
Yes, that makes the perfect sense.
What, by the way, do you think they can add in this? What can be possibly added to collector role? Like, how can it look? I have no idea because
I don't actually know. When I think about it, I'm like,
I've
Because
heard.
we already collect like whatever we can. Unless
they can
it's
make
not gonna
a-
be.
You seen this interview when they were talking about adding some like posse collection, so you will have to collect items at the same time with the whole your posse, and only if you will all collect some parts you can get one like big collectible item. So it sounds kind of stupid to me, to be honest. I don't understand why.
I've played that as well, but I feel like it doesn't make really sense.
Yeah.
And they shouldn't make the roles in a way that solo players can't play it. You know, there's a lot of people.
Sure, and actually
They
that's
just play
what
the
they are
game solo.
doing in GTA now, because they saw that people like to play solo.
Yeah, like the heist, exactly.
Yeah. So I don't think we're gonna see something like this character. Parkour missions in caves. I have a suggestion from a chat. Actually, it would be cool if we will have some parkour in Red Dead Online. I would like to see it. I cannot find Madame Nazar without interactive map. It's kind of weird. I checked most of the
I have a bot on my Discord that just shows the Madame Nostalgia.
Yeah, I have the same. It's actually it's a
it's
pretty
pretty
cool
useful,
bot.
dude.
It's really useful.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
here is a Fort Wallace somewhere here as well, at Widow Rock. I will go there. Cats at
I always
camp.
call it Window Rock as well. Or was it Window Rock or was it Window Rock? I always mix it up.
I think it's a Widow Rock, but I might be wrong. No, it's Window. It's Window.
It is Window, right? Yeah.
Yeah, makes
I don't
less
know why.
sense. Actually, it
I always
makes
mess
less
it up as well.
Yeah. JohnSlyRecon, can you tell only PvP cat how to pronounce fixed and spawns? Yeah,
Fixed. Fixed and then spawns.
Spawns.
There we go.
It's not like I'm gonna remember it, unfortunately, but thank you.
Fixed. You don't say
Fixed.
fixed. It's fixed.
It's
So you have to remove-
tricky.
You don't actually read the E, I suppose. I don't know. I'm not native English speaker, but
Yeah, but you're
If you
almost
ask
a
for help, I
native
can try
English
to-
speaker as far as
try
I
to
know.
help as much as I can.
In Sweden, it's like almost as not. It's just like second language that all the people know. You all learn it.
Not
Yeah.
everyone, but
No?
most, I guess, no.
Oh, I thought it's many. Like all the Sweden, all people in Sweden, they talk English really good.
Mostly, I
Oh,
would say that they do.
Yeah, but it's hard to tell that you are not a native speaker for someone who's not a native speaker as well, like me.
Thank you. I guess that's a compliment. Probably not, but like, I try to. I guess I should try to improve a little bit. Sometimes I say stuff a little bit wrong. I need to work on those.
It's an extremely important question to you, I guess, from Half Baked. Should I take a shower today? And what do you think?
What?
He asked you whether he should take a shower today.
If I should take a shower today?
No, him, I believe. Not you, but him.
Who's him? Like you?
No, half-baked dude from the chat. You know, I asked whether
Oh,
they
from
have...
your chat.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
sorry.
yeah. It's an important question. It might change.
Yeah,
a lot.
shower every day, please.
Yeah, so John thinks you should.
Keep it clean, baby.
Yeah, your life will be so much better after this. After this super awesome advice. So, yeah, so we have like we've been streaming for for 1 hour, for 100 minutes now. So I guess it's time for us to stop because like
I'm gonna keep on going this stream. I'm gonna grind some
sure,
Red Dead
and I
on my
will
stream.
go and take a nap because I just want
just for a little bit longer because I have to go and finish the Mythbusters for today.
When
gonna
your
be a new
Mythbusters episode will be released, by the way,
I tried to finish it today, but
and
we'll
release
see.
it today.
Yeah, I've already started working on it.
Oh, okay. So if you want to see new Mythbusters, you know where to find it because it's on John's YouTube page. You just go there, link in the description. Just saying, maybe. Just it might be her. This one I actually. Oh, wait. There is a last question I wanted to ask you on the stream. So where do you find all these people to grief in griefers videos? It's kind of hard to find griefers, especially on a PC.
I don't look for people. I don't know. It's just I guess it's my luck. And I'm always playing this game on stream, anyways. Like mostly, at least. So it's just I don't know. They show up out of nowhere.
I mean, I literally saw
like right now, as we were speaking,
griefers.
there was someone just
trying to
harassing
grief you.
and I was killing him.
Oh, so you have a material.
Yes,
Yeah,
there we go. That's a
okay.
new episode.
Okay, so like thank you for all to join this stream and read in chat and
yes, thank you guys.
read in
Wonderful,
chat,
wonderful.
not writing
all
in
of you.
chat. Yeah. So thank you, saying goodbye to all our both chats and see ya, John. Hopefully we will see something in Red Dead Online that
See you,
we
sir.
actually can talk about, not like
Yes, thank you.
the
Thank you all for
problems.
joining. I'm gonna be continuing the stream, so it's not a goodbye, but this is a goodbye for PvP Cat's chat.
Yeah, and I
Bye,
say
see you
goodbye to
later.
your chat, to my chat, to anyone who's joining in. Stay healthy, that's important. До свидания. And see ya.